Arnound.woodgett. Hello, guys. My name is Arnound.woodgett. I'm the founder of Woodgett Wealth Strategies, and I just want to share this presentation with you to let you guys know a little bit about the inner circle and where is it going in 2015. And yes, and just want to tell you a little bit about myself. And I'm a 6-year Army veteran. I've been in network marketing for about 2 years, and I felt like ever since I got out, that it was actually harder to be out into the world as far as a civilian standpoint. And the thing is, the reason why I say that is because I came back during the recession. It was I was promised everything that I was supposed to get once I got out of the military. You know what I mean? I was promised a new job. You know what I mean? And I just feel like the only thing they told me to do is just go back to college. And I was really looking for something else. You know what I mean? But I really didn't know it yet. Because when I came back, I was pretty much just I had 30 grand in the bank, and I was trying to settle down. Because being over in Iraq and fighting a war like that, you really start to appreciate life more. And I have to feel like that was one of the first breakthroughs I had, just pretty much appreciating life more and pretty much settling down with the woman of my dreams. But that all ended up me hopping on couches at their houses, bad ex-girlfriend stories, and stuff that would take forever for me to actually explain. But now I realize that, I realize that, life is precious, and what you need to do is put yourself in a position where you're going to succeed in your future. And so pretty much, I just felt like after the military, it really was hard, and I was trying to look for a way out. And so I was actually looking online for, you know, a way out, and I was looking at all these people making money online with all these home-based businesses, and I was just thinking to myself, like, man, if that was me, then I wouldn't have to stress about going to college, and I'll actually be successful, have all this money, stuff like that. And so I was just, it was like 2000, I think it was 2012. I was looking for something online. I was looking at all these home-based businesses, and I came across something um, that I was interested in. You know, and it was during Thanksgiving, and I was just trying to try to do something different. I just got paid, I had $600 in my pocket. I had a good time with my family, and what I mean. And I just felt like at that time, what I mean, me working this job, coming back from the army and working all these jobs, and just there wasn't nothing stable. And me going to college, that was fine, but I was hopping in and out of college, and I just felt like I really didn't know exactly what it was I wanted to do, because I had all these passions about technology, criminal justice, and what I mean, and business a little bit. Um, I always felt like I was business minded, but I didn't really know exactly how to do business. I thought I did, but I didn't, you know. And so I felt like I could just go to school for it. But, after seeing all the stuff online, I feel like why should I even go to school to get, a business degree? And I feel like it was just pretty much to me was just a waste of time. And I know it's not. I'm not bashing it, saying that you shouldn't go to college though, but they're really teaching you how to be um, an asset for their their organization or their business entity or or company. And I really wasn't feeling that at all. Really wasn't. And so and I kind of felt like the more I thought about it, it's like once I get out of college, then I'm just gonna be working for somebody else. I don't have no ownership of the business and opportunity. And I thought of that real quickly. I kind of figured that out real soon. And so pretty much, let's get back to the story. Pretty much, you know, I was with my family on Thanksgiving, and we got evicted. I was just there visiting, because I was living with my ex at the time, but I was coming there so I could fix my car and everything, and I just went there. They were struggling, and they got an eviction notice, and I had $600 in my pocket, and remember I was trying to get my business started, but I just used that money to try to help them, and we was trying to get one of those payday loans, which I advise not anybody to go get those payday loans. And it just it kept like they kept telling us that we didn't have good credit, and so I kept spending and spending and spending, and then it got to the point where I had to sell my car. I didn't have anything, so I had only one option, and that's just to move. So I ended up moving to Minnesota, and I hit rock bottom there. Um, and I was the only one left because my family moved back, and they was going through some problems too. But I feel like what, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna tough it out. You know, I was homeless, and so I just felt like I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna figure this out for myself. Like a man. And that's what I did. I tried to figure it out, and I got a job. When I was still homeless, and I was trying to get assistance with the government, with my veteran benefits, and I got a little bit of help, but I just felt like a lot of those people behind the desk, it wasn't really helping me like they should. And I'm not gonna blame the government. I'm just gonna blame the people that work for the government, because what I mean. I'm a homeless veteran. I don't have any disabilities or anything like that. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I'm in good health. I'm just trying to find a job. I'm trying to get on my feet, but I feel like it wasn't helping me. And I kind of got off the fact that I had, got into a home-based business. I wasn't focused on it. I was just focused on getting money off my benefits and stuff like that. And that's pretty much what I was focused on, and it really wasn't working out pretty well. Trying to go to school just so I can get my benefits, and I couldn't focus. I couldn't focus on going back to college, and I tried to focus on college when I was homeless, and it really didn't work. You know what I mean? Because I really didn't have a place to stay, and the shelter I was in, I had to be in at a certain time, and I just people didn't really understand that. People behind the desk that was trying to help me, they didn't really understand that. I was trying to better myself, but it was just hard. It really was hard trying to be in the homeless shelter while you're studying in college. I know there's people trying to do it, but I just couldn't do it. The situation I was, and I really couldn't do it in the mindset that I was in. You know, I was just the only person in the state that didn't know anybody. But I can go on forever about that. Let me just scheme through here. And so, with the business, I started to focus more about the business, and and so I used to, when I was homeless, I used to actually get on Craigslist and try to generate leads. And so I started generating leads online for my home-based business that I was in, the business that I was in, and it started to work. I started to get leads, get people's response, started to get resumes, everything. I tried to, pretty much qualify them on Craigslist. You know what I mean? I kind of feel like I mastered Craigslist, and I know why Craigslist cracked down a lot, because I started to see a lot of other people doing the same thing off Craigslist. The thing is, if you're not getting leads off of Craigslist when you first start a home-based business, then hey, I mean, I don't know what's wrong with you, because really that is the easiest place. That is the easiest place to generate a lead online. Period. And that's what they call free advertising, free ads. I used to hit that. I used to post ads, probably like 25 ads a day. 25 ads a day. I was looking at resumes, trying to talk to people and go through numbers of people. And but I wasn't really consistent at it. I mean? I'm trying to take the easy way out and trying to do it. You know what I mean? Making the little HTML links, clickable links. People can put the information into my capture page, and of course Craigslist. They got on top of that. Now you have to pay to actually get your ad posted on Craigslist and use their clickable links. You know what I mean? And if people's wondering how to do that on Craigslist, I definitely will be teaching that within the inner circle, because I really feel like that is a great way to actually help a new person start generating leads and build locally. Um, but when once I started doing stuff like that and started promoting uh, my business, I came across a concept that I was learning about self branding. Like what is self branding? You know what I mean? Because I started leading with the company first. You know what I mean? Because really, that's what the that's what the network marketing company tells you to do, and just write down a list of all your friends and everything else like that. But that's what I started to do. I started to focus on self branding, because it was starting to work. I was creating a brand for myself instead of just leading with the company and the products and services. And I feel like a lot of people still forget or do it incorrectly when it comes to self branding. People want to buy into who you are, not the company. That was probably like the biggest nugget I ever learned, ever. You know what I mean? And when you do it online, you, that's probably the best place you can do it at. You know what I mean? You need to spread your influence online and let people get to know, like, and trust and see who you are. Because, I used to be that person. I used to hide behind the internet and, post my links in Facebook groups and stuff like that consistently on a daily basis without getting any type of result. But, once I found out how to really brand myself online, I started to embrace that. I really started to create, widget wealth strategies. And, I kind of didn't understand it at first, but I was still trying. I was still trying to brand myself the best way I could, to get my brand out there. And of course, it could take you forever to actually, brand yourself. But if you're consistent in doing what you're doing and you're learning constantly every single day, the branding process is going to get, it's going to position you as the expert in whatever niche you are and whatever you're doing. You need to brand yourself online, period, because it works. Now, and when I started doing that, I started coming across a lot of, negativity and people telling me that I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not the authority and all that stuff. I really didn't care what people said, but, I started to lash back out at what people were telling me that I wasn't. You know what I mean? Because I felt like in my mind that I was the authority and became an authority, and so I just started doing a lot of negative marketing tricks and calling people out, talk about them in third person because I knew they was talking about me in third person. And so the thing is, it's like, if you don't, I've kind of felt like if they didn't see me as an authority or anything like that, or they didn't see me as being somebody that's doing something, then I'm going to lash back at them. You know what I mean? And I'm going to talk about them. And so pretty much that's what I was doing. You know what I mean? And I kind of veered away from that because I just feel like, that's just a waste of time. That's not that type of thing. It just doesn't do anything for me. Because I feel like, people who say things like that, they want to be negative and talk about you in third person and stuff like that. I really don't want to associate myself with them or be around people like that. I just feel like, they just need to work more on their personal development, and just really, negativity is something that we all need to come and, need to understand that, people that thrive on their ego most of the time are people that really don't get any sales, they don't get any signups, they're struggling. I don't really care. I don't really care how successful you are. You need to work on your personal development. It's that's crucial, and that's my whole brand was mainly my whole brand is mainly about wealth and enlightenment. And when I mean enlightenment, I think enlightenment is one of the best ways to actually help yourself to develop yourself. Help you work on your personal development. Now, there's a lot of ways too, as far as business and things you should know about perseverance and things like that. But knowing yourself is going to help you even more with your personal development. There's nothing else you can really talk about. And so, as far as with my brand, I started to focus on certain things. I started to focus on what positive, so I started following positive people. You know what I mean? And kind of these positive people kind of molded what my brand was going to be about, and the team that I wanted to create as far as well, in my organization, and as we call it, the inner circle. Um, Public speakers, bloggers, network marketers, business owners, coaches, spiritual practitioners, excuse me, and sales pros, event coordinators. You know what I mean? This was the vision I had for my team. You know what I mean? The type of people I wanted to attract, to my space. And pretty much that's what it was. You know what I mean? Now, the inner circle, training as far as an inner circle, it'll be different types of training. I don't know if it's going to be a membership or anything like that right now, but it's going to be harder for you to actually get within the inner circle for me to mastermind with certain people, because over the course of this year and last year, when I first got it started with the whole concept of the team and organization, that it just seemed like, people was getting there for free. It wasn't associating, just sitting in there. Now, that's not going to happen anymore. But yeah, this is the type of training that's going to be happening. It's going to be a basic training level. I'm not sure about the membership, but if you're on my list, you're going to get access to some of the free training. We're going to have an intermediate training, and then you're going to have advanced training, And these are the things that I'm really going to start hammering down on and teaching within the inner circle. But you already know my main thing is self-development, because I feel like your mindset is going to determine a lot of what your success is going to be in business, and it's going to develop your wealth consciousness to let you know what's going on when you do reach success, or you're trying to reach success. You're going to understand persevering. And I feel like a lot of people just think it's money, 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 money. That's all it's about. But it's more about having purpose, And so I hope you guys understand a little bit what's going on with the inner circle. Some of you guys are plugged in, and you guys keep seeing this MLM pre-launch going on. Yeah, it's just one of the opportunities that I've been looking at, because really, I kind of see a trend that's going on within, the mobile industry and electricity energy. A lot of people are getting into that position with this company that I'm interested in, and there's a couple other companies I'm looking at as well. Like I said, I don't keep myself into just one company. But the thing is, for right now, this one right here, I think is a winner right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, as far as personal development and getting into high ticket, opportunities, I kind of feel like, there's really nothing wrong with being a network marketer and then talking about personal development or just one thing or staying in one niche. I just feel like you need to be unique in your own way. And I really feel like, as far as creating a brand, that's something that you should do anyway. And I know sometimes if you're not one niche, it could be a lot of a marketing cost. But if you can blend them all in one niche, create your niche, I think that'd be awesome. As long as you got a nice plan, you keep it simple, and your goals are realistic. Well, I'm just letting you know this is what's going on within Inner Circle. I just wanted to share this with some of you people out there. For y'all didn't really know a lot about what the Inner Circle is, but this is pretty much what's going to happen for 2015. If you're really interested in joining the Inner Circle, my mastermind group, and you want to stay plugged in what's going on, my computer keeps going off. Feel free to put your email in and actually send you information about what's going on within the Inner Circle. Hope you guys. I hope to work with some of you guys out there. If not, it's fine. I'll still see you. I'll still see you around. This is Arnound.woodgett, and I'm signing off.